Dreamscape presents None But the Righteous by Chantal James. Narrated by William Demeritt. Part 1. What is Falling? Chapter 1. In which Ham finds alternate homes. When I get so lonesome for the life of the body that the thinnest slice of it will do, I start answering to names that might not otherwise turn my head. Thirsting for the earthly body, I might even stoop to drink liquor left at a crossroads for hoodoo gods, so happy to be bound up again in the cares of the flesh that I hardly care whose flesh it is. May Ham never wander far enough to know this. His body sits on a bus. His mind wanders back to wonder why he never had a place in Atlanta. One morning in Atlanta, a place growing further in time and space behind him by the moment while he shuttles ever homeward on a bus with many others, Ham drifted out onto the porch of Mayfly's duplex to have his coffee and view the world through the steam that rose over the brim of the cup. He and I watched eerie yellows spread stain-like over each tree in view, turning the street golden as the early sun poured over it. If he squinted, Ham could see to where the strip of houses ended on one side at the parking lot of Yassine's Fish. A small figure made its way toward him from that direction, crossing under the metal signpost that held Yassine's marquee high above the waking world. The figure drew closer to Ham, growing in size through the rippled air above his coffee cup, until he could see its female form, a young woman in a hoodie, walking a bicycle alongside her. Before long, he could hear the click of the revolutions of the wheels, and then he could make out Mayfly's furrowed, concentrated expression. He could see the bunch of tough-looking plants with small purple flowers that she gripped against the bicycle's handlebars. A few yards away from him, she noticed the vapor that ascended from his cup, and connecting the cup to the hand that held it, to the shape that could belong to no one but Ham at this hour, she waved brightly. By the time she'd reached the bottom of the porch stairs, she'd broken into a smile. "Good morning." She had been around the block to gather a few plants from a neighbor's garden to transplant for her own use. Ham smelled them before he could eye them up close. When the scent hit him, lavender, he seemed split for a moment into two, leaping out of himself. Next thing he could remember, he was in the living room with Mayfly, in the middle of a conversation with her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?